and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Mick Foley.
Welcome to Robot Wars, Extreme Warriors Tag Team Terror. For the first time, robots will team up to settle old scores. Their objective, immobilize and eliminate the competition. We have 4 teams ready to win or die trying because these 4 teams hate each other's robot guts. Let's join them and Rebecca in the pits. Hi, Rebecca.
Let's meet our robots. We got Tricerabot, which is one mean machine. We have Rosie the Riveter, who's ready to drop some bombs. We got Tut-Tut over here and the Drillzilla. All right, let's meet our Roboteers. Men, are you ready for action?
We're gonna put the Killa to the Zilla. We're gonna take the Putt-Putt out of the Tut-Tut. Never before have 2 robots from the Juggernaut clan competed together and fought side by side as allies.
We're gonna open up that big walking pizza box.
Parents, you may want to hide your children because this is going to be gory.
I don't know how they're gonna stand up to this, but let's meet our boys. Tut-Tut and Drillzilla, you got some stiff competition.
We're not scared of anybody. We have superior strength and firepower. Well, we can't get them with our walking robot, we'll pin them against the wall, and then we'll stomp them with our big axe over here.
Yeah, that's right. The gold leaf on this robot's worth a lot more than those 2 mangy robots combined.
All right, well, money can't buy you victory. We'll find out.
And remember, if they can't finish each other off, we've got 2 supreme beings who hate everyone, itching for a chance to crush some metal skulls. That's right, it's the Housebots.
Yeah, Mick, Matilda. Fearsome with her tusks of steel and interchangeable tail, either a flywheel or a chainsaw. She's definitely got a sting in her tail. And Dead Metal with a 3,000 RPM serrated saw. He's fast, deadly, and by far the ugliest of the house robots. Shunt, as strong as an ox with a powerful diamond edge axe. Shunt might be a lightweight in house terms, weighing in at over 250 pounds, but he's a heavyweight when it comes to havoc. Sergeant Bash. The Sergeant carries an awesome flamethrower mounted on a 360-degree turret, which promises to warm the throttles of any robot's heart, plus a devastating pneumatic set of pincers that's bound to crush through just about anything. And the big daddy of them all, Sir Killalot. Sir Killalot has a deadly lance and hydraulic cutters, and at 2 yards a second, he's slower than the other robots, but one look at him, and you'll quickly get the message, mess with Killalot at your own risk.
This is a tag team showdown. Only one of a team's robots can fight at a time. They have to tag their partner by returning to their zone. It's not the WWF. You have to make the tag. RefBot holds down the unenviable task of trying to maintain order. Good luck, RefBot, because this showdown is going to be beyond control.
Boy, you said a mouthful, Mick. Here's how it's going to line up in round 1. We've got Joker and Falcon up against General Chompslot and Runaway, but first up, Tut-Tut and Drillzilla up against Tricerabot and Rosie the Riveter.
From Chandler, Arizona, Tut-Tut.
And there's Tut-Tut supporting the pyramid power theory at 205 pounds with 2 electric motors, a serious pneumatic axe. They'll show you how to walk like an Egyptian.
My name's Chris Harriman from Team Cyclone. This is Tut-Tut, the Egyptian Pyramid of Doom, and we're here to annihilate anybody that gets in our way.
From San Jose, California, Drillzilla.
He's a walker, which means he can have twice the weight of the guys with wheels. He's got 4 electric motors, steel jaws, a drill, and a team with no dress sense.
We're the Silicon Valley Destruction Company from San Jose, California. This is Dave Hall, our captain and chief designer. This is Chris Kalai, and I'm Bruce Hall. Our bot is Drillzilla. It's the fastest walking robot ever built. It drills, it kills, and it'll walk all over you.
From Corvallis, Oregon, Tricerabot.
He's got 2 serious armor-piercing horns that when he gets a little bit of speed, he'll probably do some real damage, but he better stay away from the flames.
I'm Mike Morrow, leader of Team Juggernaut. Today we brought our most fearsome robot, Tricerabot. Helping me today with Tricerabot is Nicole and Nor. Thanks, Nor.
From Gresham, Oregon, Rosie the Riveter.
She's 216 pounds with wheelchair motors, iron battering rams. She's fast, she's powerful, she's patriotic.
Hello, we're Team Thunderbolt. This is our ground mechanic, Private Chris Ender. This is Sharon. She helped build the robot. I'm Chris Catman. I'm the driver and captain. And this is Rosie the Riveter. This is the last thing that a lot of robots are going to see today.
Kick it fly!
Roboteers, stand by.
Chris Harriman, Dave and Bruce Hall, and Chris Calloy for Tut Tut and Drillzilla. Mike and Nicole Morrow, Chris and Ron Ender, and Chris and Sharon Gatman for Rosie the Riveter and Tricerabot. The house bots in round one will be Matilda with her fearsome tusks and the mean, awesome pushing power of Shunt. So just like tag team wrestling, only one half of that team can be in there fighting at once, so they gotta get tagged for the other one to come in. They're off. Tut Tut and Tricerabot right up against each other, dancing around. There's Chris Harriman trying to figure a way in to Tricerabot's weakness. Tut Tut goes to the corner patrol zone and tags in. Drillzilla now, the walker, at twice the weight of Tricerabot. Just gonna have his way with him because he's got too much power for those boys. Now Drillzilla's trying to get Tricerabot where he does not want to be, over those flames. That is a flammable robot, and he's on fire now, and the audience is on fire. But wait a minute, Rosie the Riveter doesn't tag up or anything. He's in there trying to do a little damage to the back of Drillzilla. Rosie the Riveter just kind of snuck in there. Refbot never said a word. But Kill-A-Lot is milling around looking like he's taking the law into his own hands. And he has. Rosie the Riveter came in there without a tag, and Kill-A-Lot is going to make her pay. Kill-A-Lot with those mean pincers. He lets go of Rosie the Riveter, and Refbot is warning Kill-A-Lot, get back to your corner. They're not allowed to get out of there. Look at that! Tricerabot is in flames! Tricerabot is burning uncontrollably in a dinosaur barbecue fashion, and it's a free-for-all! They're all in it now! Everybody's jumping in there trying to get the last word! Rosie the Riveter stuck to the arena floor, and Matilda backs in with that 3,000 RPM flywheel, trying to do a little bit of damage, but Rosie gets out of it. Matilda backing up. And Tricerabot puts Matilda on her side. Serves her right. Nobody went into her corner. She shouldn't even have been out there. Let's look at that. The flaming Tricerabot gets right underneath Matilda, rendering her incapacitated. But it's a good thing her old buddy Kill-A-Lot is in there and put that claw and put her back upright again, running away. There's a blatant disregard for the rules in this round. They've all gone in there, and it looks like Tricerabot's the first to pay the price. Kill-A-Lot's got her by the clinchers. Kill-A-Lot swinging her around, loses her. Tricerabot gets right under Rosie the Riveter. This is a tag team free-for-all. Look at that. Refbot has lost total control of any semblance of order. And here we go. The pit is open, and Tricerabot is the first down. Now, as the rules state, both of them got to go out for one of the teams to win. Look at that. Drillzilla with a little bit of help from Tut Tut pushing Tricerabot down. And time is out. So this one's going to have to go to the judges.
Thank you. And now we know why they call it Tag Team Terror, because the action was terrifying. Kind of reminded you of the old Rock and Sock Connection on the loose, huh? And I know Sir Kill-A-Lot was sent away with a red card, but he came back anyway to cause more destruction because he must have been very, very angry. We saw one robot in the pit, but it still comes down to a judge's decision. And while the judges do their deciding, let's look back on some real great robotic action.
First, Drillzilla stuck that double weight advantage to Tricerabot. And then Rosie the Riveter jumped the gun and went in there too early and paid the price. And so did Kill-A-Lot from Refbot. But Matilda snuck in the back door and paid the price herself. Then Kill-A-Lot with blatant disregard swung Tricerabot right into Rosie the Riveter. But Tricerabot hit the hole first and got deep sixth here in the first round of Tag Team Terror.
We've got a judge's decision, and it comes as no surprise. The tag team of Drillzilla and Tut Tut. Yeah. Oh, guys, that was devastating. I had not seen tag team action like that before. Didn't seem like a lot of teaming, but definitely a lot of tagging.
There's a lot of fire in the ring, a lot of anger out there, a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving. We ended up getting them in the pit. That's what did it for us.
You know, I've seen The Wizard of Oz about 27 times. Once the guy catches on fire, that's supposed to be it. That'd be like if the Wicked Witch didn't melt. The water goes on, she's got to go, but that darn car just kept on going.
It wouldn't quit. We had to just keep pushing and beating on it and pushing and beating on it, and finally we got it in the pit, and that made it quit.
Hey, let's hear it for the tag team, Drillzilla and Tut Tut.
That's right, Mick. Tut Tut and Drillzilla go through to the final, and Tricerabot and Rosie the Riveter get to fight it out for third place.
It's on, folks. You think those guys didn't like each other? We've got two teams determined to take each other down, and they are going to be in your face. Next. Welcome back to Robot Wars Extreme Warriors Tag Team Terror. Tonight they fight to set things right as the bots team up to settle old scores. We've already had one epic battle that left two robots in pieces and the other headed for a final showdown. Who will they face? We're about to find out.
All right, Mick. Joker and Falcon are next up against General Chomps-A-Lot and Runaway.
These bots are literally destroying each other. If this keeps up, finalists may not have enough fuel to finish, and you don't want to face the house bots on half a tank, because even more menacing than the players in the pits are the Chrome Killers lurking in the corners.
That's right, Mick. The house robots are a bunch of motley, ill-tempered robots. I'll tell you, tonight we're going to take a look at the meanest one of them all. Sir Kill-A-Lot. The big daddy of them all. Sir Kill-A-Lot's got the deadly lance and the hydraulic cutters in at 616 pounds. Just look at the dimensions on him. He's 4 foot by 4 foot by almost 5 foot. Sir Kill-A-Lot is arguably the scariest robot on Earth. He gets his power from a prototype cold fusion cell. And at 2 yards a second, he might be a little slower than the other house robots, but one look at him, and you'll quickly get the message. Mess with Kill-A-Lot, and you'll be headed for the junkyard. As well as his devastating appearance, Sir Kill-A-Lot is armed with a highly efficient rotating drill and fearsome hydraulic cutting claws. The hydraulics he's got were adapted and refined to give much faster cutting speed. The claws quite capable of lifting over 220 pounds of weight, slicing through armor plating and cutting the axles of opposing robots in two. Boy, you don't want to get in the way of this guy. That's all I'm trying to say. Because he's gonna roll right over you if you do. And that'd be the pitch.
See? That's what's waiting for any bot that steps out of line. But these teams are willing to risk it just to take a shot at each other. Let's go down to the pits and Rebecca to find out why.
Thanks, Mick, down here in the pits with General Chomps-A-Lot and Runaway. So tell me how you two decided to team up.
We met at another robotic competition. We liked the way we both thought and the way we reacted, so it seemed like a natural.
Oh, sounds easy enough. All right, General Chomps-A-Lot, tell me about your weaponry.
Well, our weapon is quite different from Mark's. He's got a wedge. We've got kind of a poker when we're closed that hopefully points into the other robot. But when we accelerate hard...
Watch out for that bite. Those are some serious chops.
Yeah, we're ready to give somebody a tongue lashing.
Ooh, and how about your secret weaponry? What you got hidden over there?
We've got some really enormous side blades that rotate at almost 1,000 RPM. We got a lot of speed, but I need to back up and get some room to use it, so I'm hoping to have some space to run.
Wow, sounds like these guys have got a plan. Let's go check out the other competition. All right. We got Team Falcon and the Joker over here preparing for their next heat. Look at this. You changed it to the flipper.
Yep, we did. We're hoping to flip that opponent right on out. We're going to be flipping, and my buddy here, the Joker, he's going to be spinning.
Yeah, we're going to get spinning. We got the 1-pound flails, and when they get going, it just demolishes the opposition.
Ooh, that even rhymed. All right, sounds like lots of action. Back up top, Mick.
Man, they're talking a heck of a lot of trash down there, especially since the housebots are talking about tossing them on top of the trash heap. Who will eat their words? Find out next when Robot Wars Extreme Warriors continue. Two more teams, but only one spot in the finals. The time for talk is over. It's going to be the most unbelievable. Wait a second, I'm still talking. Let's get it on.
All right, Mick, the next bots to get it on are Joker and Falcon up against General Chomps-a-Lot and Runaway.
All right, let's check out our round number 2. We have our first robot here. We have the Falcon that's ready to sink his claws into victory. We got the Joker here, who is no laughing matter. We have Chomps-a-Lot that is ready to chomp his way through. And we got Runaway that is no coward. All right, our first Roboteer's up.
Between the two of us, we can pluck all the feathers out of the Falcon and make a real joke out of that Joker.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go over here and meet our second Roboteers, Team Falcon and Joker. How'd you two decide to team up?
Well, we decided that we're the best two robots in the house. We got the flipper and we got a spinner over here. We'll rip them up and they'll tear their guts out.
Flipper and spinner, that's all you need, huh?
Yep.
All right, let's see if Runaway turns into a coward. What do you think?
Yep, we got General, Chops-a-Lot over there and Runaway. Let's shorten that up to General Runaway. Here we go.
From Rome City, Indiana, the Joker.
And there's Joker in at 215 pounds. He's got spinning maces, and that round design is almost impossible to get a hold of.
Hi, we're the Sylvan Lake Robot Warriors from Rome City, Indiana. I'm Skip, this is Joe, and that's Dane. This here's Joker, and we're ready to go out and kick some butt.
From North Oaks, Minnesota, Falcon.
And there's Falcon in at 214 pounds. He's got a lifting spike, but it's interchangeable depending on who he's doing battle with.
Hi, we are Team Falcon. My name is Mark, this is Rand, and this is Dave. And when the eyes are glowing, we're ready to battle.
From New Berlin, Wisconsin, General Chomps-a-Lot.
And at 216 pounds, he's got much better teeth than Mick, and he runs upside down or downside up. It doesn't matter, he's still gonna roll.
Hi, I'm Tim Berghofer from Team General Chomps-a-Lot. This is my wife, Cheryl, and the teammate, Dave. Here's the robot, General Chomps-a-Lot. And I'll tell you what, he gives a licking and keeps on ticking.
From Salem, Oregon, Runaway.
And Runaway at 218 pounds looks like a wind tunnel tested dump truck with that scoop and spin-in blade. It's pretty quick.
Hi, I'm Erin. This is my mom, Lisa, and this is my dad, Mark. And we're going to win.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's the tag team of Falcon and Joker. And the Runaway boys with General Chomps-a-Lot on the other tag team. The house robots for this round, Dead Metal. And joining Dead Metal will be the omnivorous Sir Kill-a-Lot. This is gonna be a brutal battle. Everybody wants a piece.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Here we go. General Chomps-a-Lot trying to get his teeth right into the Falcon. The Falcon's got that patented wedge design that's great for tipping people over, but it's not going to do too much good on General Chomps-a-Lot because he's going to work either way. Now, it's interesting that Falcon has changed their main spike for a lifting arm in this bout. They must have had their reasons. General Chomps-a-Lot tags in. which means Runaway is going to come out with those spinning handles. And Falcon is tagged with a Joker, and the Joker's in there. The Joker with that spinning mace. It's an almost impossibility to get a hold of that thing. But wait a minute. Runaway's got right under. Found the only weakness for Joker. And everybody's in on the action now. Runaway's blades are stopped. The Joker's getting pushed closer and closer to the inevitable barbecue. I think these guys might have watched the battle before and decided to forget about the rules. Well, Dead Metal's not having any of it. It doesn't seem like RevBot's going to do any officiating, so Dead Metal's in there to try to even out the score on the playing field. I hear some motors that don't seem to be going anywhere, and Joker has picked a bad place to park. Uh-oh, Runaway backs into the pit trigger, which means it's time for the pit to open up as Sir Killalot goes into Runaway. Sir Killalot picks Runaway up, and Runaway's got nowhere to go. The audience wants the pit. Killalot and his lawless nature has gone in there and taken the law into his own hands again. There's nobody going to stop him either. Dead Metal has got Runaway backed up against the rail. It's a big gridlock traffic jam over there near the Border Patrol zone. Killalot has got Runaway in a tight grasp. He's dragging Runaway around the arena. The audience thinks it's going to be pit time, but no, Killalot drops him on the flipper. Runaway is on the flipper, and it's a flyaway. Runaway upside down. Let's see that. Look at that. Almost 2 full rotations off of there. Runaway definitely could be renamed a flyaway at this point. Those blades didn't do him much good as the time's counting down. Joker just taps him lightly to see if he's still alive. This one's going to be up to the judges.
What has gotten into Sir Killalot? Coming out, possibly treating the tag teams unfairly, looked like total domination. What we're going to have to do is look back on some important robotic action while the judges render their decision.
Well, it was another lawless round that saw Runaway try to upset the Joker without too much luck. And then Chopsalot tried to sink his teeth into a little bit of action, but Killalot had the last word and dragged Runaway into the flipper zone where Runaway got a little airtime.
The decision is in, and it's bound to be controversial. Apparently, the judges deciding that Killalot was out of order, rendering their decision to General Chopsalot and the Runaway. We're going to have a chance to speak to both teams. Apparently, the judges feeling that despite the way things looked, that Sir Killalot was out of order in treating Runaway the way he did. How do you guys feel about that from Team Falcon?
Well, I don't know. We clearly won that battle. We have 2 robots that are driving off on their own. They got a tow truck towing their robot off. I think we clearly won it.
But guys, you didn't really do much damage on your own. It was the big robot doing all the deeds. I mean, come on, you got to fight your own fights. This is Robot Wars, for crying out loud. You want to add something to that?
Yes, we should have used a weapon a lot.
You did use the weapon a lot.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the weapon that was used the most was Sir Killalot, and he was out of order. The judges render the decision to Runaway and General Chopsalot.
Well, Joker and the Falcon tag team are history, with General Chopsalot and Runaway through to the finals.
We've just tapped the surface of Tag Team Terror. The finals pairings are set, and no one's going to be satisfied until this thing is settled. Who will be the grand champ? Stick around. Okay, we're back with Robot Wars Extreme Warriors Tag Team Terror, and one of the most extreme contests I've ever witnessed in my life, not including Test versus Snow. These robots are finely tuned killing machines, each trained to do one thing: annihilate anything in their path.
Well, before we go to the grand final, we're going to see who's the biggest loser, with Joker and Falcon up against Tricerabot and Rosie the Riveter.
We don't know what will happen in the final. We can only promise you one thing. All all out metal mayhem. Nothing less will do. There is no room for mercy. There is no room for pity. This is what Extreme Warriors is all about. And if facing each other isn't enough, they're also going to have to be thinking about the other dangers in the arena. In Robot Wars Extreme Warriors, there is only one rule. Don't provoke your hosts, the house robots.
Hey, you got that right, Mick. I wouldn't want to cross them. In fact, no robot in their right mind would want to cross any of these house bots. Before we had a look at Sir Kilodot, now let's take a look at Dead Metal. Tipping the scales at 250 pounds, those electric motors are nearly unstoppable, and the combination of the pincer and a 3,000 RPM saw that'll cut through anything works better than just about any other robot out on the floor. Believe it or not, Dead Metal is running with a thermonuclear starter motor. And let's take a look at his weapons. His weapons consist of pneumatically driven pincers designed to immobilize all opponents, and a circular saw turning over at that 3,000 revolutions per minute. And let's look at the lady of the house bots, Matilda, at 256 pounds. She's got prototype 12-volt electric motors with tusks and 60-pound flywheel that's interchangeable with a chainsaw. Her only weakness is going to be self-control. One of Matilda's greatest strengths is the extreme toughness of her skin, which is capable of resisting just about any form of attack. And let's not forget about the house bot that gets really hot and bothered, Sergeant Bash. At 264 pounds, he's got 4 parallel batteries driving him and a long-range flamethrower that keeps people at their distance. His only problem is running out of gas. Sergeant Bash, the flame-filled militaristic machine of war, has conduits attached to his flamethrower that also vent heat to power a secondary steam engine. And don't forget those front-mounted high-spec surgical steel jaws.
Let's see if that's made the winner think twice about coming out here for the final.
All right, Mick, and let's look how they got to the final. First, it was Drillzilla up against Tricerabot in a head-to-head combat battle that made Tricerabot get a little hot under the collar. And then Rosie the Riveter, the partner of Tricerabot, collected a few air miles courtesy of Kilolot Airlines. But it was the tag team of Tut Tut and Drillzilla that were victorious in the end. And in the second tag team battle, Runaway and Chompsalot were running away with it, putting an end to Joker, torching him up. They were going to be the full-on outright victors of this one. But then Kilolot came in illegally, tried to make Runaway a bit of cannon fodder, but it was too late. The judges decided on Chompsalot Runaway team. But now, third place for the biggest losers. Joker and Falcon up against Tricerabot and Rosie the Riveter. And then the grand tag team final.
But before we do that, I thought we'd check in with the losers over here who feel like they might have been a little robbed.
Yep, we were robbed. We had that match going. They barely even scratched the paint on the Falcon here. The Joker had just...
Wait. Falcon, where I come from by now, you guys would be like chicken wings.
We got the Falcon is what we got, and we got a lot of weaponry in our sleeve yet. We're going to pull off the axe here.
Oh, you got a new weapon there, it looks like.
There she is. This big axe is coming out for this match. And what we're going to do, we decided to change the name of Sir Kill-A-Lot. We're changing it to Sir Get in the Way a Lot. He ought to stay out of that match until we're ready. We finished that guy off, and he just barely pushed him in the pit.
Well, I just thought I'd hang out with the next group of losers here. See, maybe you guys put too much time and effort into your costumes than your performance out there.
No, I don't think so. We got tossed around and chewed up. We stayed in until the end. Mike's robot was on fire, but he didn't have a problem driving back out of the ring. We didn't.
No, he didn't.
We had full speed. Everything works. We're just sort of hammering out the dents. And
Okay, do you notice how he has the girls working behind me and he's like just hanging out?
no respect. You know, yeah, they're competent. They know what they're doing. So, you know, they like to get their hands in. It's better than just having them sitting around doing nothing.
Okay, the losers still have beef. Who are we to stand in the way of a down and dirty street brawl? pride's on the line, and the finals are on deck right after this. In an unprecedented move on Robot Wars Extreme Warriors, we're going to let the losers from the first 2 rounds battle out to the bitter end in a battle of the ultimate losers. All the talk of who can beat who ends here. This one's for pride. This one's for bragging rights. If you're a Roboteer in the pits right now, the last thing you want is to stand by and watch your creation get crushed twice in one night on worldwide television. How embarrassing. Let's get down to the floor and settle the score.
Well, here we are for the playoff final. The biggest losers, Joker and Falcon up against Tricerabot and Rosie the Riveter. Well, I hope they have a little more respect for the rules this time. Looks like the Falcon's got an axe now. There's the Joker ready to spin its way to victory. And the Joker and Falcon boys up in the box. There's Rosie the Riveter, the retro entry, and her tag team partner, Tricerabot, who seems to have recovered from that third-degree burn they got. And there's the Tricerabot and Rosie crew up in the box. And in this playoff, they'll be facing the fire of Sergeant Badge in conjunction with the awesome pushing power of Shunt. So we'll see how this one will go. This one's for third place.
2, 1, activate.
Falcon and Rosie the Riveter, the first up in the playoff. Falcon trying to use that new axe they've just stuck on there. Doesn't seem to get the right amount of clearance, though, because Rosie's right underneath it. But wait a second. Falcon has got that wedge, and he's trying to get Rosie up there, but Rosie backs out of it. Rosie doesn't seem to be having much speed there. They better tag up and get some help. Well, it looks like rules were meant to be broken again because Joker jumped right in there without a tag, and Tricerabot's gonna try to make him suffer for it. Rosie's backing into Falcon. Falcon turns around with the axe, but the axe just doesn't get the clearance. If the Falcon can get under Rosie, they might have a chance with this one, but Tricerabot is trying to do a little bit of damage. Joker doesn't really have the spinning power. Joker spinning into their own teammate. Doesn't seem to be having any luck there. And there's the Tricerabot boy. He needs a bit of a back shave. Joker looks dead in his tracks. And there goes Bash. They all went into the corner patrol zone, which gives Bash the freedom to go out and thrash. But the only one doing any serious thrashing here is the Tricerabot boys. They're getting back, they're doing a good run, and they're trying to bury those horns straight into whoever's in their way. Oh, but Falcon with the axe times it beautifully right into Tricerabot. Unfortunately, there's not anything to grab onto with that Tricerabot. Falcon's just better off just trying to scoop it up and just flip anybody he can. Refbot's getting into the middle of it for some reason. Sergeant Bash is trying to make Tricerabot the sacrificial barbecue lamb again. And the flaming Tricerabot tries to run off and maybe blow out some of those flames. Trying to get a little bit of running room. Straight into the side of Falcon, who looks dead in his tracks. Well, I'll tell you, Tricerabot is doing everything. He's crashing, he's bashing. He just set the pit open. This boy's on fire, literally. And now he just casually goes over and drops Falcon in the pit. Ah, the audience loves this. But it ain't time to cue the fat lady yet. He's still got Joker to take care of if they want to see third place, and they know it. And Joker's playing possum out there, not making any movement. It looks like the spin cycle's over on this one. There's Refbot right behind with a countdown. This is all over. There it is. Joker's immobilized. Falcon's in the pit, which means Rosie the Riveter and Tricerabot tag team win the playoff. They get third place, and they're not going to be happy until somebody else gets in the pit. Flaming Tricerabot. Oh! He gets himself in the pit, too.
See.
Nicely wedged, boys.
Whoa, whoa. It stinks out here, and I'm not talking about the fire that we just saw. I'm talking about the efforts of our 4 Roboteers. That all definitely was a battle of the losers. Not so impressive out there. Can you explain what happened?
We got a few good hits in, but I got to hand it to them. They pushed us around. They beat us up a little bit, but we broke some wings. We broke some things. We set some things on fire.
I think you broke some wind out there because it was a really stinky match. But listen, the important thing is, did you have fun out there?
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
That's the same speech I give to my children when they lose a soccer game. We all know that winning's the important thing. And for you call yourselves winners. If you had spent more time on your robot instead of your uniforms, which are very impressive, things may have turned out a little better.
I don't think they turned out much better. We had a lot of fun, and we burned a lot of stuff and broke a lot of things.
And we ended up with 2 of their machines in the pit. I mean,
that's right.
There it is. Tricerabot and Rosie the Riveter get third. Tut Tut and Drillzilla up against General Chomsalot and Runaway for the grand final.
1 down, 1 to go. The big one, the biggest one, the final one. 2 teams, 4 robots, 1 winner. After the break. What started out as a simple tag team contest has turned into a nightmare of destruction. 4 teams, 8 robots, some of the most vicious battles we've ever seen on Robot Wars Extreme Warriors. But now the moment of truth. 2 proud champions face off for all the marbles, going all out for total destruction. If you can't stand the brutality, I'm begging you, turn away now.
Have a little dignity, Mick. Don't beg. The grand final, Tut Tut and Drillzilla up against General Chomsalot and Runaway with Rebecca in the pits.
They're talking a big game over here. What do you have to say to them?
they're going down. They don't stand a chance. We'll take them out without a problem.
You have your axe now?
Yeah, the axe is fully functional. It's ready to go.
You know, Tut Tut has his axe now.
I'm not too worried about Tut Tut. And I think these guys are wearing Hawaiian shirts because they're going to need a vacation when we're done with them.
They have to pick on your wardrobe instead of your Drillzilla.
That's all they got to talk about. All I can say is this. The General's in for a demotion. He's going down in a major court-martial, baby. It's over. And Runaway, the name says it all. This match is going to be history in less than 2 minutes. That's our prediction, less than 2 minutes.
All right, those are tough words. We're taking it into the war zone for the final.
Here's the one you've been waiting for, the Extreme Warriors Tag Team Final with Drillzilla. And there's Tut Tut over in the corner. And the Drillzilla and Tut Tut boys up in the box. There's General Chomsalot with them beautiful teeth and Runaway. And there's the General Chomsalot team with Mark Jurger for Runaway. This is going to be a beautiful final, especially because Shunt is joining us alongside his fellow compatriot, Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1.
Chips. Drillzilla immediately into the side of Runaway. Runaway slowed down a little bit. Runaway trying to do a little circle around, but Drillzilla has got too much power and too low to the ground. Drillzilla just tempting fate there for a minute, getting out of the flames. Runaway with those handy lucky dice on the back. Let's see if it does them any good. But they got near the quarter patrol zone and Shunt was going to let him know with that axe. Drillzilla bringing Runaway right over the flames again. Lost some of his lucky dice. Well, those lawnmower rotor blades don't seem to be doing too much damage on Drillzilla. Drillzilla's got all the power and all the cookies. There's the Drillzilla boys up there, and they're looking real confident. Runaway right into the side of Sergeant Bash and gets backed into the pit trigger. Sergeant Bash is trying to tip over Runaway. The audience wants the pit. And Tut Tut's in, so Drillzilla must have done the tag. Straight into Runaway. If Runaway's got any strategy at all, he's going to go for that tag and put General Chomsalot in there because those rotor blades aren't doing any damage at all. And there's General Chomsalot now. He's got his jaws open. And if He didn't get his mouth around Tut-Tut, though. And Tut-Tut's made the tactical tag with Drillzilla, who's going to town on General Chomps-A-Lot. General Chomps-A-Lot just got no weapon whatsoever against Drillzilla, who's low, twice the weight. He's a roller, and Chomps-A-Lot's going to be fried a lot if he doesn't get out of there. Get away he does. Well, they should call him Runaway as well, because he's trying to get out of harm's way right now. And look, Drillzilla's flipped him upside down. He's still running. He's in the pin. Oh, Drillzilla, that was beautiful. See that? Look at the speed and power right underneath General Chomps-A-Lot, and see ya. And then there was one, or should I say run, away, which is what they better do. That's the only strategy he's got against those two guys. Now Tut-Tut's been tagged back in by Drillzilla. Oh, Tut-Tut, that tombstone from Egypt, puts Runaway up on its side. I don't think those lawnmower blades are going to help him out of this one. You know, if he's up on his side for more than 10 seconds, and there's RefBot doing the count, he's toast. He's history. He's out of there. He's officially immobilized.
Well, we've got ourselves a winner in the first ever Robot Wars Extreme Warriors Tag Team Terror, and there's no question about it. It will be the team of Drillzilla and Tut-Tut. This Drillzilla team just seems to be unstoppable. How do you feel about that?
It's like fighting a block of solid metal. There's just nothing to get a hold of on him.
You sound kind of bitter. Do you have a better excuse than that?
No, I mean, they're just heavy. They weigh almost twice as much as us, so you try to push them, and they just push right back, and you're in trouble.
Jeez, the grapes are kind of sour in your part of the country. Now, Rebecca, come on out.
I'd like to present this award. Can I say the champions of Tag Team Terror?
Yeah, baby. Turn around and show the audience. Tag Team Terror Extreme Warriors champion. There can be no doubt that we have just witnessed one of the most incredible contests ever. Thanks for the catchphrase, Y2J. Robot Wars Extreme Warriors is no place for the weak. Here, you kick butt or kick the bucket. But for every bot destroyed, there's a dozen others out there waiting for the chance to prove themselves. And while they're out there, we'll be in here waiting for them. Until